word of mouth, how do you drive that and how do you track it, or can you?
I don't believe that it's trackable without very large scale, expensive market surveys. And we don't have the funds or the motivation. And I don't think we'd have the return on investment to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Word of mouth for us is really about making decisions about sort of two things. One is how we build the product. So the features, the user experience, the design. For example, I think, and I think Casey agrees with me, that currently SparkToro's user experience is extremely easy to use, but it is not beautifully screenshotable. And my suspicion is that if we were to make SparkToro much more beautiful to take a screenshot and put in a presentation and a report and make a sort of report builder that made it very easy for someone to make a gorgeous version of data displays. Here's a map of the keywords that your audience is searching for on a grid that shows which ones are high affinity with your audience and high opportunity because of their volume. My suspicion is, right, that graphs like that would go into a lot of presentations and reports, that they would go into slideshows that get seen at conferences and events and at webinars. And SparkToro would benefit from that through word of mouth that we would never be able to track. So that's an investment we absolutely want to and should make, but it's really difficult. The second thing is sort of the marketing aspect of word of mouth, and that's how you describe your product and how you create marketing content for it. So that's both, sort of if we were to do advertising, right? How we describe it in our advertising, what do we make it look like, and how we position it. Who do we say SparkToro is for, and what do we say it does for them? My suspicion is, for example, that we could get much narrower if we wanted to. If we were to say, we're going to only make SparkToro for content marketers, and then we were to focus the positioning and the marketing and the descriptions and all the use cases and the videos and the screenshots that we show on that, it would have more word of mouth with content marketers, but we would also lose a little bit of the PR crowd and the educational crowd and that kind